In our story of the week this week, Bear Snores On, we saw a bear who was hibernating. And our vocabulary word this week is hibernation. So let's talk about what that means. When an animal hibernates, it goes to sleep for a long period of time, more than just going to sleep at nighttime. They go to sleep and they sleep for a long time, lots of days. So hibernation is a deep sleep. A deep sleep means they go to sleep and they don't wake up. So we're going to write that. A deep sleep with no activity. So they don't wake up. They don't wake up to eat. They don't wake up to drink. They don't do any of those things. They stay in a deep sleep. So some animals that hibernate in the winter are bears, chipmunks, toads, and prairie dogs. And there are more, but these are the ones that we are going to talk about. Because your activity today is match it up. So you're matching the items with where, or the animals with where they hibernate. So you have a prairie dog, a bear, a toad, and chipmunks. So let's talk about it. A bear. We know from our story and from our informational book about bears that bears hibernate in their lair, in a den, like a cave. Now let's talk about the others. Prairie dog, a toad, and chipmunks. Now, toads like to bury themselves under wet, muddy soil. That's where they hibernate. And right here you see like wet area because that is where a toad hibernates. Chipmunks like to make nests a lot of times in holes of trees. And they use grass and dead leaves and things like that to make their nest, and they bury themselves down in it to keep themselves nice and warm and go to sleep. And they do that inside of a tree. Prairie dogs dig a burrow in the ground to stay and sleep for a long, long time as they hibernate. So, prairie dogs, bears, chipmunks, and toads are just some animals that hibernate. If you have time today, I want you to do some research with your grown-up to see if you can think of another animal that hibernates like those animals that we just talked about.